Hey guys, I hope your year is off to a great start. Can't believe it, but we're almost 1/12 of the way through already. In this month's video newsletter, I wanted to quickly accomplish two things with you. One, how to save money on your property taxes for owner-occupied homes. And two, I want to follow that up with a quick market update, so be sure to watch to the end. January is always a good time to discuss homestead exemptions for your owner-occupied homes. Now, there are many benefits to claiming a homestead exemption, but the obvious reason to do it is that it straight up will save you cash in the thousands of dollars. Here's how. There are two key things that having a homestead exemption will do for you. One, it will cap the amount of increase in assessed value by the county each year on your home. So that means that if your home is valued at $400,000, and it's really worth $440,000, this is common, and it goes up $5,000 in market value that year, it'll be worth $462,000 by the end of the year. But the county would not be allowed to increase your value beyond $440,000 because that's 10% of an increase from the assessed value at the beginning of the year. Therefore, you could be owing taxes on a $462,000 property as if it were only worth $440,000. That'll save you money. But the second thing is that the homestead exemption will exempt a certain amount of property value from taxation every year. Now, every single property has different taxing jurisdictions. Mine has 4, but each of them are likely to exempt somewhere between 5% and 20% of the value from taxation. The city of Plano is one of my taxing jurisdictions on my bill, charging about 0.4% in taxes for my property value. However, on this year's tax bill, they did not tax the first $223,000 of property value due to the homestead exemption. Pretty sweet. They only collected $1,500 in property tax from me instead of the almost $2,500 that they should have collected from yours truly. Now, I have a copy of my most recent tax bill right in front of me, though it would take me a lot longer to review it in detail than I have time for in this video. But if you have any desire at all to understand your property tax bill or how much the homestead exemption can benefit you, reach out to me directly and I'll be happy to go over the details on my bill or your bill. Now, if you bought a home in 2023, then you'll want to apply for your homestead exemption through your county before April 30th of this year. And if you bought a home before 2023 and you never applied, then you need to do that as soon as possible. You only have to apply for this exemption once. After that, the exemption will stay with your property indefinitely until you buy another home or apply the homestead exemption to another home. Now, for a quick market update, I wanted to use this as an opportunity to specifically talk about buying activity in 2024. I just recently ran home buyer showing statistics for a listing prospect of mine in Garland. And after reviewing the last 3 months of showing activity in his area, it turns out that the average showing activity per listing more than tripled in January compared to December. Now, that might be because many folks hit the pause button around the holidays, but it almost more than doubled as well when we compared it to November. Actually, a little more than doubled. So I ran the numbers again in my area. They weren't quite as large, but there was a very noticeable uptick in showings after the new year started. If you're selling a home, you probably need to get around 15 showings on your property, with some exceptions. 15 showings or so depending on what price you list at and how competitive your marketplace is. But that might take you a weekend or a month to get those 15 showings, which you might need before you get your first offer. So don't ignore these statistics. If you're considering listing your home in 2024 or you know someone doing so, reach out for a free analysis and to discuss how the increased showing activity will apply to you and how to adjust and strategize accordingly. As always, have a great week and keep it in mind, the Legacy Home team, for all of your real estate needs.